Aussie Bonsai Bloke, get going! As you can see, my tree's pretty well grown up in spring. This is all brand new spring growth. Some of it's got to be 2 foot long. A lot of it's 2 foot long actually. And she's pretty well overgrown. So today we're just going to give it a bit of a trim back, quick trim. And maybe even defoliate it. So we'll see how we go. Maybe I'll trim it back first and then we'll see how she's looking. Okay, so basically, I'm just going to do my normal, trim it back pretty hard to the next, pretty well one node out because this thing's grown so vigorous. It's grown, I'm going to go one node out and that'll allow it to ramify again. So basically, its secondary branches is now turned into tertiary branches that we can keep. It's growing super healthy, super strong. Thanks to Ben Williams for his fertilizer wand, Benny Williams, because I tell you what, my trees never look so healthy because I'm fertilising them like mad now that it's simple with his wand. Absolutely fertilising like mad, so pretty cool to get so much fert down. So you can see it's not actually a long process. You just go in here and chop everything back pretty short. If there was a lot of shoots like a Chinese elm or something like that, I would go with the old hedge pruning method where you just chop it over the top and just literally that's it. But the thing is, with the ash tree, there's not actually that many shoots to cut back. It looks quite overgrown, for sure, but there's not actually that many that need cutting back. When you actually get in here and have a look, you've probably only got 100 odd shoots. If 3 branches come out from one location, I'm cutting it back to 2. But in general, this thing's been well behaved. It's just chopped out, thrown out 2 branches pretty much from any one location. So all I'm doing is basically cutting them back short, and that's all I've done on this tree for a fair while now. Just cut the new shoots back short. Last year I defoliated it and it was super strong, and I think I might have even defoliated it twice last year. And this year, well, I tell you what, it's shaping up to be a double defoliation again. Just found 2 scale on the back here. I've had a bit of an issue with those bloody scale this year. It's been a real pain. Let's hope I can get them under control. I've been spraying oil, white oil and pest oil and all sorts of stuff. You've got to be careful with the white oil though, because if you do it over a couple of hot days, it burns super easy. Pest oil burns less, but it's less effective too. Eco pest oil seems to be less effective. White oil does kill the scale for sure. So here we are, just chopping it back. We're getting there. Doesn't take long at all. Pretty bloody quick really. So we're just chopping. Going to be a pretty quick video, this one. Oh, also I took a viewer's advice. Had a viewer comment that that I should paint the background of the sign so the sign stands back out, because when I went to white, the sign pretty well, you know, blended into the background with the silver. So now I took a viewer's advice and we've got the sign with a black background now, so we're good. We're going good. Right, so we'll just chop it back here. So today's a Friday. I'm in a good mood, just had a good coffee. Yeah, and everything's going great. Just chopping back. Looks like Seth the sun's home. What do you got there, Sethy?
My dump truck.
You want to show everyone your new dump truck?
Okay.
Maybe don't drive it on the table though, but you can show them close up to
drive it.
Oh, show them the camera, at the camera. Pretty cool, mate. I haven't even seen it yet. Wow.
Hey Dad, don't hear it start up?
Yeah.
And it has a button to turn this on.
Okay, go for it. Oh, nice. Bye bye.
You can't drive them until you press that.
Cool.
You want to see it done?
Yeah, let's hit dump.
I put wood in there.
Whoa, that's cool, bud.
I know.
And then I guess it drives too, does it?
Yes.
But don't drive it on there,
I
yeah.
know.
Okay, put it back down, see the wood falls out. Even Leo loves it. Pretty cool, bud. You've been waiting for a fair while for your birthday for that, haven't you?
Uh-huh.
Really cool.
I was hoping you were sitting on the couch watching YouTube. And then I was gonna put it down, and then I was gonna turn it on, and then I was gonna drive it and dump these. That's why you were.
Pretty cool, bud. I'll have a bit of a play with it after, eh?
Okay.
Really cool. Super cool. Bye bye. Okay, guys. So Son's pretty happy about his new truck. So basically now I'm just going to go around and check that I haven't cut everything that needs cutting. Like I said, it didn't take long. There wasn't a lot to cut. It's put on a crap load of growth, but on a select amount of branches. So, you know, trimming it back was pretty easy. So what we're going to do now is probably defoliate it. I think we're going to go through and just defoliate it. I'm not sure what the best way. If I pull it backwards on the leaf, I'm not sure whether it's going to wreck the bud or not, because it is pretty hard to break off. There's a couple of ways. I could do it like that, or I can go through and individually snip them all. I think I worked out last time that it's actually the easiest to just grab the leaves and then cut the petioles. Petioles, if you don't know, are the back part of the leaf. So this is actually a full leaf on an ash. I'm assuming it's a desert ash, but I'm not sure. But there's the petiole, that's what I'm talking about, where I cut. And if I grab a clump of a few and sort of pull them sort of to the side of the branch, I can then actually go through and chop pretty well everything off pretty quickly. So like that, like that. So I can cut everything off pretty quickly, and that way I know that I don't damage the next bud that's ready to push, because I'm not ripping it off the trunk. So what will happen then is, where I've done this, I'll do it over the whole tree by the way, but where I've done it, well, and the stubs of the petioles are left, it will then go ahead and drop those off, and then it will shoot back out. Now here's another scale, little buggers. So what I'll do is, when this tree is fully defoliated, I'm going to go through and spray for this scale, because I can really get in there then. And not only that, you've got no chance of burning the new leaves back, because the problem with the white oil is it will burn fresh leaves. But once you've got these leaves off, you can put quite a good strong dose on, and then it won't affect the new buds. And then by the time the new buds push, the scale will be hopefully dead and there'll be no issue and the scale will be gone. Right, so I'm just going to go through this whole tree doing this. I'll probably do it on hyperlapse for everyone, and I'll catch you guys and girls when it's fully done. Cheers. G'day guys, welcome back. Well, got it defoliated as you would have seen in the hyperlapse, and now we're going to get to spraying these scale. There's not many scale on there, but the ones that are on there are quite big, and there is some small ones which are hiding, so we are going to spray away and try and kill some of these scales. I have taken a lot of scale off while I've been defoliating, the ones that I see, but there's still a few left, and I want to make sure that for the health of the tree we get rid of most of them. So I've mixed up quite a strong batch of white oil. You can mix up white oil quite strong when you don't have the leaves on, but with the leaves on you want to do quite a weak mix, or I really suggest if you got leaves on, use eco pest oil. Some people have home remedies like sugar soap and detergent and stuff like that, but you know, I don't mind using eco pest oil or white oil. This is my main go-to, and I guess the other big thing with scale to get rid of is to spray often. Don't just give it one dose and then that's it, because they'll lay eggs all over the place and you won't see them, and then all the new eggs will hatch and you'll have another infestation before too long. So I'm just going to get to it now. Just spray away. Pick off what I can see now. Right. So I'm just going to spray away. Basically just completely saturate all of the branches. So it's dripping wet, absolutely dripping wet. I'll give you guys a close up in a sec of how dripping wet I mean. You don't need to do the main trunk because they won't be on there, but they will be on the branches. On the new branches and on probably last year's, maybe the years before. When the bark gets too fat, they stop going on there. Alright, I'll give you guys a close up at that. Okay, so here's our close up, and just really spray it on. Really wet, make it really wet, dripping. Go over the whole tree like that. Any spiders in there hopefully will be alright, they'll jump out and live on another day, but scale is the main thing we want to get rid of. I'll just show you where there is a few scale. So you can see the milkiness of the white oil, and right next to it there is a scale. Let's see if I can get a better look at one. Right, that's better. You can see a few scale there. Ready? If I pull them off. Got them in my hand there, then you squish them. This guts comes out. Not too glamorous, but if you can find them, get them off, squish them. Right, I'm just going to do that to the whole tree, and then I'll give you guys a spin of this tree at the end. Cheers. Good boy, good boy. So this is a homemade pot, but I'm thinking about putting this tree into this pot. What do you guys reckon? I reckon it'll be pretty cool. Oh yes, good kisses. Good kisses. Good kiss. So yeah, think about putting that homemade pot. Let me know what you think. I reckon it might look pretty cool. It looks pretty good in that pot, but I don't think that pot quite suits it. It's a heavy pot because it's made out of cement, but at least it's not going to fly over in the wind. But anyway, if I put in that one, it'll be next spring. Right, I'll give you guys a spin of this cool tree. This cool ash tree. Give you guys a spin now, hang on. God damn it, come on. Oh, hopeless with the camera setting. Right. Give you guys a bit of a spin on the way out. See the light all dripping off in places. Really cool tree. Coming along really well, starting to really get some good ramification on it now. Good branch division. See it really leans towards the viewer. Super healthy. That scale, that's all. Alright, so pretty cool. We've got a close up inside of it. And then I'll catch you next time. Cheers.